Good evening again. The August 17th special meeting of the Community Commission for Public Safety and Accountability is called to order. We are going to get started. Please place your cell phones on silent mode, remain seated, and if you will be using any small handheld devices, please refrain from using them in a way that interferes with the ability of others to see or hear the proceedings. We'll begin by calling the roll to establish a quorum. Commissioner Driver, Commissioner Guzman, Commissioner Piamonte, present. Vice President Ruby Navarrijo, present. President Terry is here, Commissioner Wortham, present. Commissioner Young. Present. We have 6 members of the Community Commission for Public Safety and Accountability present. We have a quorum and can conduct the commission's business. But before I move forward, I want to confirm, because it appears that Commissioner Driver has requested to participate remotely. The Illinois Open Meetings Act allows remote participation as long as a quorum is physically present. A quorum of the commission is physically present, so I move to allow Commissioner Driver to participate remotely. Is there a second? I have moved to allow Commissioner Driver to participate remotely, and Commissioner Young has seconded. Is there any debate on the motion? Hearing none, we'll move to a vote. Those in favor of adopting the motion to allow Commissioner Driver to participate remotely, please say aye. Aye. Those opposed, say nay. The ayes have it, and the motion carries. Is Commissioner, I don't know if he's... So the next item of business is public comment. Before we begin public comment, I'd like to say a few words about the Commission's rules for behavior at Commission meetings. The meeting bylaws, the Commission's rules for behavior at Commission meetings. The Commission bylaws has rules that apply to everyone at our meeting, both commissioners and people in the audience. The rules are designed to make these meetings a place where all speakers are safe, have an opportunity to be heard, and are able to speak without disruption or intimidation. If people interrupt, disrupt, harass, threaten, discriminate, or disrespect, the chair of the meeting will call for order, issue warnings to people who are violating the rules, and can ultimately have someone removed for violating the rules. Commissioners can also make motions to enforce the rules. We ask everyone to help create a space where we can have hard conversations respectfully and allow every speaker to be heard. Thank you. If you would like to share something related to the Commission's work on public safety and accountability, you have a few options. You can speak at a public meeting such as this. You can also submit public comment in writing by emailing your comment to Community Commission Public Comment at cityofchicago.org. If you have a printed version of a comment, you can give it to someone on the Commission or someone on the Commission staff tonight. We have one person who has slated to speak this evening at our special meeting. You will be given 2 minutes. All comments that are in writing again, or if you would like to submit one in writing, you can send it to Community Commission Public Comment at cityofchicago.org. When your name is called, please approach the microphone, line up in order in which your name is called. When it's your turn, please say your name, then spell your first and last name, then offer your comment. So the only current comment I have is Kayla Nguyen.
Hello? Okay, perfect. My name is Kayla Nguyen. That's Kayla, last name N as in Nancy, G as in George, Uyen. I'm from the Immigrant Rights Working Committee of the Chicago Alliance Against Racist and Political Oppression. As you guys are selecting, a selection firm right now to search for the superintendent, I want to call to attention the qualities that we would want this search firm specifically to use when looking for a new superintendent. As CPD ISPOM collaboration continues to happen, evidenced by continued COPA reports that are submitted, by members of the community as they continue to witness CPD ICE collaboration, as ICE deaths continue to ramp up across the country, as we continue to have known white supremacists and current and former Oath Keepers still on the CPD force today, as the Bureau of Internal Affairs has continually failed to properly investigate the matter of white supremacists, Oath Keepers, and CPD ICE collaboration on the force. What exactly are the qualities of a superintendent that are going to be looked for? We want a superintendent specifically that is progressive, that is going to support accountability, that is going to take proactive measures to end CPD ICE collaboration, to root out white supremacists, to root out discrimination, and to bring accountability overall to Chicago's police force. Every day I'm in the community canvassing, talking with people, and people are scared. They don't trust these police officers, and it's for good reason. After a fall, after a winter, after a spring, after years and decades of corruption in Chicago's police force through, let's say, John Burge, people who are still in the force, John Foster, Eberly, like over and over and over, we have people coming here every single month. We have specifically, but also, community members. For example, victim services, people who have been unable to, get justice or appropriate communication from their families about murder cases in their own families because there isn't enough support for immigrants. All of these things are issues in the police force, and it's not enough for the CCPSA to push for things. It's not enough for COPA to try to get accountability for individual officer violations. We also need a superintendent who is willing to work with y'all and the community to root out these issues. Thank you.
Thank you. So we have one final public commenter, District Councilor Lee Bilecki.
Hey, good afternoon, everybody. I'm glad to say everybody. I was at the special meeting last Monday. 4 years didn't show up. I'd like to get some sort of response in writing to all the district councilors, because that's a disservice not only to the way the commission is supposed to be run when you just blow off a meeting, and because you disagree with how things are going, it doesn't fit your narrative. So you don't show up for a meeting that was vital for selecting the firm that's going to conduct the superintendent search. I'm glad you're here today, thankfully, because it does a disservice to the city of Chicago and the residents. I've been polling people. I've been going to community events for the last 2 weeks. We had our district council meeting, and this big controversy that some of you commissioners have engaged in to try and have Ramel Terry or Sandra Wortham removed from the working group for the superintendent search, the two most qualified people that sit on the commission for that purpose, is ridiculous. It's embarrassing. And everybody that I've talked to in my community, in the Grand Crossing community, people in the Inglewood community, people in the Chatham community, people in the Bridgeport community, people here on the near west side, people on the north side, Rogers Park, all want to know why you would try to have somebody removed without cause. If you have cause, let's see it. We as elected district councilors and you as appointed commissioners owe us that. That's your responsibility. Your responsibility as commissioners and to the community and the city of Chicago. If you're not going to follow through on it, I mean, it was just Ramel, Sandra, and Jeanette who would have appeared remotely had we had a quorum. We should never not have a quorum for the CCPSA Community Commission for Public Safety and Accountability. Thank you.
Thank you. Our next order of business will be new business. The first item is to vote to select a search firm to conduct the nationwide search for the next superintendent of the Chicago Police Department. Before we take the vote, we would like to provide a quick overview of the search process. On July 15th, Chicago Police Superintendent Larry Snelling retired. The Community Commission for Public Safety and Accountability is now responsible for leading the search to find the next superintendent of the Chicago Police Department. The commission has done this before In 2023, the commission led the search that resulted in the selection of Superintendent Snelling. By law, the commission has 120 days from the date the vacancy occurs to select 3 candidates for the position. During that time, the commission will conduct a nationwide search, recruit candidates, host a series of community listening sessions throughout Chicago, engage public safety and policing experts, evaluate applications, interview candidates, and ultimately select 3 finalists to submit to the mayor. Under the ordinance, the mayor must appoint the next superintendent from the list of candidates selected by the commission. As in 2023, the commission will undertake a robust community engagement process. The commission will hold at least 4 listening sessions throughout the city. Those dates are now listed on the commission's website. The purpose of these meetings is to get your input on the qualities and qualifications that you would like to see in the next police superintendent. We will use the information you provide to inform the questions we will ask candidates and the criteria that we'll use to select candidates. In addition to the community listening sessions, we will convene smaller meetings with representatives of organizations that will bring a range of perspectives, including faith-based organizations, advocacy groups, business groups, and labor groups. We're also creating several ways for police officers to provide input, including by reaching out to all the police unions to meet with and hear from union members. We'll also meet with public safety experts around Chicago and around the country. We'll use all the input we receive to help guide the commission in carrying out its responsibility to select the 3 finalists to send to the mayor. When Superintendent Snelling retired on July 15th, the 120-day process started for the commission to select the 3 finalists. That means the commission will complete the process by voting for the finalists at the commission's public meeting on November 12th. To help with this search, the commission will engage the services of a search firm to help identify and vet candidates. The commission issued a request for proposals, and search firms were asked to submit their bids. Commissioners then conducted interviews with 6 firms. Today, we will be voting on a firm to work with the commission on the search process. Would any commissioners like to share their thoughts on any of the search firm applicants? Commissioner Piamonte.
Thank you, President. I am in support of the Ralph Anderson and Associates for being the search firm to help us find candidates for the superintendent position in Chicago. It's a national firm with 53 years of experience. They have extensive resources and knowledge and experience with executive recruitments for local government. Since, I think, 2017, yes, they've conducted at least 30 police chief searches in Akron, Ohio, Charlotte, North Carolina, Oakland, California, Sacramento, California, and San Francisco. So I believe they have experience with both small and larger metropolitan areas. The lead person who we would be working with them would be Sabrina Landreth. She has 25 years of experience as a public administrator, including as general manager of a special district that covered 33 cities. She also served as city administrator for Oakland, where she oversaw a $52 billion budget and 5,000 employees. She is currently president and CEO of Ralph Anderson. She's worked with police commissions in the selection processes for the chief of police in San Francisco and Oakland. She also works with a team, so we'd be getting Daniel Hahn as a senior consultant. He served as a chief of police in Sacramento for, we think, 11 years. The team also includes a senior consultant who's a seasoned human resource executive with 30 years of public sector experience, a senior consultant with 30 years of local government experience, and a senior advisor who was previously the CEO of Ralph Anderson. In addition, I would like to point out that they indicated they have personal relationships with top contenders around the country, from what I've read in the notes. And so I think that would be beneficial in this type of search to get the best applicants to apply for the job. I would also point out that their fee for doing all of this is $60,000 plus $10,000 for expenses, which is roughly $115,000 less than public sector would be charging the city, and $80,000 less in expenses. So I think because we are a government agency and a public agency, that cost is something that we should consider when we're considering who we're going to hire for this job. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else have thoughts that they'd like to share? No. So I guess prior to this, we're going to be going into the voting aspect. So I will just add some context from my perspective. Knowing the gravity of such a search is this, I am particularly wanting to ensure that we have individuals who are leading this, who are significantly focused on law enforcement searches. And so public sector search does have, and only essentially exclusively has done these types of searches. They are also the firm that we were able to leverage back in 2023 that led to the superintendent, Larry Snelling. So I think for me, in terms of what is needed in this time, the level of what it's going to require, and them also having some of the institutional knowledge and leading some other significant law enforcement searches after leaving Chicago is why they were on my list as number one. And I will just, in transparency, I had Ralph Anderson and Associates listed as number 4 if we were lining up where everyone stood. So now I open up the floor for anyone to make a motion.
I'd like to make a motion to move forward Ralph Anderson and Associates as the firm to be selected.
Read it from the list because you say I'm right there.
Oh, apologies. Thank you. I move that the Community Commission for Public Safety and Accountability select Ralph Anderson and Associates to assist the commission in its work to select 3 candidates to serve as the next superintendent of the Chicago Police Department, and that the commission authorize staff to enter into contract negotiations with the selected firm.
Commissioner Vice President Ruby Navarrijo has moved that the commission select Ralph Anderson and Associates to assist the commission in its work to select 3 candidates to serve as the next superintendent of the Chicago Police Department, and that the commission authorize staff to enter into a contract negotiations with selected firms. Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any debate on the motion? Okay. Hearing no debate on the motion, we are going to go through with a rolling vote. I'll call off the list to say whether you support or don't support moving forward with Ralph Anderson and Associates. So Commissioner Driver is not present. Commissioner Guzman?
Aye.
Yay or nay?
Oh, yeah.
Yay. Okay. Commissioner Piemonte?
Yes.
Vice President Ruby Navarrijo?
Aye.
President Terry is a nay. Commissioner Wortham? Nay. Commissioner Young?
Aye.
So with 4 of 5 commissioners voting to select Ralph Anderson and Associate. The motion passes to select them as a search firm. Oh, 4 of 6, to correct that for the record. We will now move to adjournment. To connect with the Community Commission for Public Safety via social media, you can find us on Facebook at Chicago CCPSA or search Community Commission for Public Safety and Accountability. On Instagram and Twitter, CCPSA_Chicago. On YouTube, Chicago CCPSA. The Commission's next regular meeting will be Thursday, August 27th, 2026 at 6:30. The location is Morgan Park Academy at 2153 West 111th Street. Also, the following are the dates and locations of the superintendent listening sessions. Session 1 is this evening, August 17th at 6:30, Malcolm X College, 1900 West Jackson Boulevard. Session 2 is August 25th, 2026 at 6:30 p.m., Kennedy High School, 6325 West 56th Street. Session 3, August 27th, 2026 at 6:30 p.m., Morgan Park Academy, that is 2153 West 111th Street. Session 4, September 2nd, 2026 at 6:30 p.m., DePaul College Prep, 3300 North Campbell. Session 5, September 10th, 2026 at 6:30 p.m., and that will be a virtual session. I would like to thank you all for joining us tonight. We hope you will stay for this evening's listening session, which will begin at 6:30 p.m. Thank you.